Hey, what's up? It's Isabella, and today I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of community college. I decided to make this video to help out any of you out there who are struggling on whether or not you should be attending community college or if it's a good fit for you, or if you're just trying to wrap your head around the idea of going, because I know that there can be sometimes a stigma associated with community college. So I'm here today to talk about the pros and cons of community college, my experience, and primarily the pros. I take every con and try to make it into a situation that you can overcome. So alright, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first con is that there is definitely a learning curve going from a community college to a four-year university. It's a lot easier at community college than it is at most four-year universities. And although I haven't gone on to my next four-year university, I have gone from a four-year to community college, and I can already tell you that it went from really hard to fairly easy. And when I say that, it's all very relative depending on how much effort you put into your schoolwork. But for me, I put in the same amount of effort as I did, I'd say, as with my four-year university, and I found that it was easier in the sense of maintaining good grades. There was still work that went into it, but as long as you stay disciplined and focused, I thought it was pretty easy. And it's been confirmed by the next university I'll be going to that it's definitely like 4 times harder. So it's really up to the person to really amp up their skills and efforts in discipline, time management, and just being hardworking. The next con is that there are times where one may feel lonely. I know I personally did at points, because I was in a place where most of my friends were at a four-year university engaging in these social events and all these different things, and I was at community college just driving to school, doing my stuff, and then coming back and either working, taking a nap, doing other things like that, and so I didn't really have as much social interaction. However, in order to overcome that, you just really have to fill your time with other activities, and I think the thing is with community college, it's really never been intended for social interaction, so that's always something you just have to keep in mind when you go there. And also too, it gave me more of a push to talk to people at my job and all the other things I was involved in. So. The last con is the reputation and stigma that revolves around community college for people. So some people assume that because you go to community college, you probably have less ambition and lower expectations of yourself, but I'm here to say that that's not true of every student who goes to community college. Although there may be kids who are like that, or adults like that at community college, there are a handful of kids who are there to get their 2-year degree, move on to a 4-year university, and do something with their life. And really, it's just about them saving, time and money and putting their efforts into having a foundation before moving on to a larger university where they will have other factors that will kind of shape their experience, meaning social, meaning social factors, just environmental factors, a lot of things that come into play. Alright, moving on to the pros. So I kind of touched on these slightly, but some obvious pros is that you save a lot of money. Why go to a four-year university when you don't know what to do, and you don't know if it's the place meant for you, and you're throwing out either $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $80,000, and you're really unsure of what you want, and you end up switching to another school because you realize that you want to do something that the school does not offer. So in my opinion, I think going to community college and saving so much money just so you can have that time to focus on what it is you want for yourself is really beneficial. The next pro that I kind of already mentioned as well is that the workload is easier. So if you want to do a lot of things on the side, you have time to do that as long as you budget your time well and you still prioritize school. So at four-year universities, you may not have as much time to join a lot of clubs and activities because you have a lot of schoolwork that's very rigorous and time-consuming. However, I found here at community college that you have more free time. Alright, and the next pro is that the schoolwork is easier. I already kind of touched on that as well. And this is in the sense that maybe the work itself isn't easier, but I feel like the load of work is, and the amount of time that you put into your work is definitely minimal compared to the work you may put in at a four-year university. So that's a plus, and it gives you more free time for sure. And so the next pro is that there aren't as many outside distractions, and I know I said before that could be a con because you don't have as many social interactions. However, you can now have this time to really focus on yourself and spend that time into figuring out what it is you truly want. I think it gives you that time to yourself that's almost the uncomfortable time where it's like, oh my god, I don't know what to do with myself, but now this is the time to really get to know what it is I want for myself in the future in these next stages. And to add on to that, I just personally feel like I had more time really to myself in the sense that I was not being pulled each way for wanting to do things with people, but kind of figuring out what my priorities are. So going to a two-year school made me realize these are my priorities. This is it. And moving forward, I think I have more laser focus on what it is I need to accomplish and do going into the next chapter of my life. Alright, so that is it for my video. I hope you guys enjoyed and just were able to take away something from this, whether you're a high school senior, junior, whether you're in college now and an adult wanting to return back to your education. I hope this kind of helped clarify some things, and I think ultimately if you're at a good community college and you're there for the right reasons, all should go well. Thank you so much.